did our last mod video, there have been loads of new mods that were added to Hogwarts Legacy. Some practical game changes or patches to improve the game's performance, while others are just there to be bizarre and strange, or maybe just hilarious.
Oh my god!
In this video,
just like
I'll
that
be
Simpsons
going
game.
over some of my favorites that have popped up since our last
Wait, that's
video.
Spider-Man.
So let's start out with one of the weirdest mods, which is called Year Level Change Your Height. So there are two ways you can take this mod. You can do it in the normal lore-friendly way, which just gives you the options between being a 1-year student's height all the way up to a 6-year student's height. But the more fun option is to make yourself an ant-sized person, or a giant person, or have a giant head on an ant-sized person. All of these options are pretty hilarious and work pretty well without screwing up your game's performance. The only issue is that the clothing you wear won't change with you, so you have to unequip the clothing, find your preferred height, and then put the clothing back on, and that seems to fix the problem. My favorite has to be the big-headed little guy because you just look utterly ridiculous, and yet I feel like you could come up with some sort of weird spell that you're under that made you look this way.
That's funny.
You could write a whole story about how you turned yourself into a mini MODOK, if you get my Marvel reference.
That actually would be clever.
This is a really fun mod to mess with and might just be my favorite one that I found so far. Let's take a short break from the weird mods and talk about a couple more practical ones. First off is the free fly mod. This mod allows you to fly in places you weren't able to before. Mostly
I don't know why they didn't let you fly in these in like Hogsmeade and like there's a couple other places you weren't able to, like, because it just, like, why not?
Mod is just good for allowing you to fly around Hogsmeade, which is pretty nice. It is annoying in the normal game how you can't just jump on your broom and fly away after finishing your business in Hogsmeade. So this mod is a welcome change in that regard. There are some other places I believe you can fly that are added because of this mod, but you still can't fly indoors like throughout the Hogwarts castle, because I know, I've tried. But it's still a nice little quality of life change.
Cool.
Adds a part to the game that really was missing. Also, another practical mod is the Room of Requirement Upgrado mod. In our last mod video, we talked about the Vivarium.
It's called Upgrado?
Upgrado mod, and its author is the same. So this mod is very similar, but for the entirety of the Room of Requirement instead. This allows potions and herbs to grow much faster so that you can harvest them almost instantly, and unlocks all the different parts.
I don't know why they made this take so long. Why did they make it to where, like, the potions and all this shit, like, why they, like, it takes 15 seconds? It's a single-player game. What's the point of that?
The Room of Requirement.
Yeah, it's like a mobile game.
Go to
town
what the fuck? On how you would like to customize the space.
It's just annoying.
This is great for all the home design aficionados who want nothing more than to let their design and personal artistic touches out.
That's
into
nice.
The game. It's also a very long process to unlock everything by actually playing the game legitly. So this is an understandable unlock. Even if you just want to have it so you can know what you want to focus on unlocking in the normal game, this mod is a great tool. There have been a bunch of new wand mods that have been added to Hogwarts Legacy, and I picked out about 9 of the ones that looked the most interesting. Some are mods made famous by other fantasy franchises, like the Star Wand from Disney. Which
Who gives a fuck about that?
For a normal wand, which makes it kind of fun to use and doesn't look too wonky. Although there is something strange about casting an unforgivable curse with a pretty-looking Star Wand.
Yeah, like some fucking My Little Pony shit.
There's also the Loki Scepter from the Avengers, which looks pretty dumb because it's obviously too big to be a wand.
Yeah, it's
However,
stupid.
there are a few animations that fit it perfectly.
Unlike like the staff. I like that. That's badass.
Work perfectly with the scepter, especially Imperio, since that was what the scepter was used for primarily in the Avengers film. Also, some of the finishers look really cool with the scepter, so if you're looking for a more dark story for your character,
that is kind of cool.
Be a very good choice. Being the Star Wars fan I am, though, you had to know that the lightsaber would be my favorite. I'm a little disappointed that there was no lightsaber audio added to go along with it, but some of the swoosh sounds of the wand kind of go.
That's not even a lightsaber. That's like a light dagger. It's so small, man.
Just like the scepter, the lightsaber is far too big to look like a wand, but it's still a freaking lightsaber.
That is
so
cool.
How much can you really complain? Where it looks the coolest, in my opinion, is in its use of Protego, which makes it look like you're deflecting attacks with the lightsaber
That
itself,
is cool.
Which looks awesome. This version is Luke Skywalker's blue lightsaber, but the author of the mod did say they were looking into doing more lightsaber types in the future. Let's hope for that.
Where's
also,
the gun?
In keeping with the Harry Potter franchise itself, is the Sword of Gryffindor. This sword honestly functions the same as the lightsaber. It also looks cool when using Protego, but also looks extra cool in finishers, especially the lightning from.
See, what they need to have though is like the sword where you actually just go around and cut people with it though. Like full
gun.
melee.
So if you want to keep
like
yourself
fuck this
somewhat
wizard
lore
shit,
friendly,
man.
the Sword of Gryffindor
Play a warrior.
might just be for you. Other ones I found that were more bizarre than cool included the asparagus mod. Yeah, this is pretty dumb. It's a piece of asparagus, I guess. Although it doesn't really look that green, so it doesn't really stand out. But you know, that's your thing, I guess. There's also a wand mod that turns it into a pencil. If you want to write.
What
your
loser
opponents out of
nerd would do that?
Zing. And another mod which turns your wand into the Wiimote from the Nintendo Wii. This was my favorite of the odd wand mods because it actually looks like your character is playing the Wii in an odd way with all the swooshes and stuff. I don't know. It kind of fits, and being it is a video game is a kind of weird meta moment. I don't know. It looks funny.
That's cool. Yeah.
Speaking of wands, in the last mods video we
Wait, how does health get bigger? I feel like my health was never that big. How'd he get more health? With gear? Wait, gear can give you more health? Wait, really? You never upgraded. Oh my god. Dude, I didn't know that at all. That is okay, I'm a fucking idiot. I had no idea. Achievements, some quests unlocked extra HP upgrades. Yeah, I never had a single one of those.
You the gun wand, but it was missing sound. Well,
wow.
not anymore.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh, there's the gun.
That's right, folks. If Hogwarts Legacy seems too medieval and you're looking for something more
there it
Grand
is.
Theft Auto, look no further.
Yeah, this is what we like to see. I feel like it should do more damage though. Like the gun should be like the journalist mode. Where like you just pop the gat at him and it just like instantly does like fucking 99999 damage and they're just dead.
Not gonna lie,
just
this
one
is
shot
pretty funny to use. It works pretty well and does kind of feel like shooting a gun in a video game if the bullets were a lot slower and left ribbon trails. The wand motions also don't really match shooting a gun since you're just swinging it around. It also, oddly enough, fits the game since when you're fighting enemies, you are killing them, so it kind of fits. Also, if you're looking for something more Red Dead Redemption than Grand Theft Auto, there's also a Colt pistol gun mod that you can use.
Oh, all right.
Yes, there's sound for that too.
Damn.
This sound isn't as good in my opinion as the regular gun sound, but it's a change of pace if you're looking for that. Now, have you ever been casting Avada Kedavra and thought, man, my character doesn't say it with enough enthusiasm? Well, this next mod will fix that for you.
How's that?
That's right, you get to hear Voldemort's famous Avada Kedavra from the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows film. The enthusiasm of the moment, and not to mention the meme of it all. It truly is glorious. Voldemort really knows how to put that whole oomph into it. I love this mod. Truly glorious. There's nothing more to this mod, and nothing more that needs to be said. Voldemort, would you say it one more time? In the first mods vid, we showed Shrek and Thomas the Train Engine as broom designs, but in this video, I give you the Ford Anglia broom mod. I'm sure Ron's family won't mind if we take his car for a spin.
I see it.
around
Okay,
Hogwarts.
yeah, this
Just
is
like
good.
the scene from Chamber of Secrets, you too can ride a floating car around the entire
It's
map.
like,
however, it's not a seamless mod, much like the
No,
Thomas.
I mean, this looks good to me. I mean, shit, it's a fantasy game. I mean, he is a wizard after all. Like, you telling me a wizard can cast fire and do all this other shit, but they can't make a car fly? Yeah, of course they can.
Tank engine mod, the car doesn't fit perfectly around your body as your legs will come out
Yeah,
the
I
bottom
can see
of it.
that.
The one nice thing about the mod is that your head actually fits almost perfectly in the driver's seat, and from a certain angle you can actually look like you're driving the car. The ridiculousness
as long as you don't
would
pay
be
attention.
about the same as the Thomas mod, but this did happen in Harry Potter, so yeah, it's kind of lore friendly.
Yeah,
sort of.
close enough.
To you. This mod does have some lighting issues at certain angles, but it's still pretty fun to break out, and I think
I still always thought that the reason I didn't know J.K. Rowling was British, and I thought the reason why she put Hogwarts in the U.K. is because if it was in the U.S., everybody would have guns, and the magic idea like wouldn't work because everybody'd have like guns; they'd be strapped. But like then I just found out she was like British or English or something like that, so it's like, oh, actually, nah, this does kind of just like make sense.
Expect some patches on it in the future as well. It also
yeah,
shows
so he
up
pulls
in
out
the
a
background of
wand,
the
or
start
like
screen,
three
so
people pull out a gun.
That's a fun touch. From the unusual to the just downright wrong, we have the body pillow mod. Yes, you can ride your anime body pillow broom all over Hogwarts.
No, fuck.
Yeah, it looks just as wrong as you might imagine. I hate this and love this at the same time.
God,
It's
bro.
hilarious
Like,
looking
what
from
is
every
this?
angle. I like to think that you could
Jeez.
craft a story around this if you really wanted to.
If-
Someone
why
has
would
put
you
a
want
spell
to?
on their broom and created an anime body pillow to keep them company. It would probably be very distracting
God.
while flying, so I don't recommend, and would bring a
Bro.
lot of attention to you. And as we
Someone
all
made
know,
one just
flying
for
is a
me?
pretty public activity.
Nah, it's not a
and
cat
anything
girl.
done with a body pillow should probably be kept behind closed doors.
Yeah, you gotta wash
There's
it.
also a multitude of portrait mods. There are lore-friendly-ish mods for this, for Harry Potter,
Yeah,
Hermione,
and then there's
the
also
one you're
Ricardo.
seeing, which is Dumbledore. Some of them look better than others, but they are a fun little addition. There are also non-lore-friendly ones like
Nicolas Cage.
portraits.
Okay,
Either way,
I
these
get
are a
that.
fun addition. However, most
Looks
of the ones
great.
I tried to get to work didn't, and I deleted the Dumbledore ones, and yet he kept coming back. So, yeah, it's kind of creepy at this point now.
He's a
So,
very
not sure
powerful
how I feel
wizard.
about
It makes
this because
sense.
it hardly ever worked right. But
Yeah.
if you can get the portrait mods to work, they're a cool little addition. But beware, they
Yeah, that is
tend
cool.
to have a mind of their own. The last mod we
What's
will look
this?
at today is Spider-Man.
Ah.
Yes, this mod's far from perfect. There's texture issues on the hands and around the neck.
Yeah,
and
it's
of
a
course,
little bit
it's
fucked
missing
up.
the mask. However, you do get to play as Peter
He
Parker.
does
I
kinda
guess, more
look
than
like Peter
Spider-Man,
Parker,
or
a
should I
little
say
bit.
Peter Potter. That's the name of the mod.
Peter
anyway.
Potter? Oh,
This
that's
mod's
clever.
pretty fun. Seeing Spider-Man riding a broom
Like
feels
Peter
like
Piper
something straight
Pizza.
out of Ready Player One, but it's still pretty cool. Also, the fighting reminded me of the Marvel Spider-Man video games since the combat controls are similar. So, if you
Okay.
wanted to reinvent that game in some way, you kind of can. But
I'm
the
gonna be
funniest
honest,
thing
like
about
those
it
old
is-
games, like those old fucking Marvel Spider-Man games and the Super Nintendo, not Super Nintendo, PlayStation 2, those games were the best.
seeing Spider-Man interacting
They were
in
so good.
cutscenes with students. In another life, Peter Parker could have gone to Hogwarts.
Yeah.
And here's your chance to make that happen. All right, so what did you guys think of the mods I presented today? Did you think they were cool, maybe useful, maybe just dumb?
Yeah,
Let me know in
Revelio
the
is your
comments
spider
down
sense.
below. Also, let us know if you want to see more videos like this about new, trending Hogwarts Legacy mods. And remember to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications if you haven't already. And we will see you in the next video.
There were a lot of really cool things about this game, but I do feel like I hope they add more content to it later on. Because, like, I never felt like there was anything that really challenged me as a player. Like, even at the hardest difficulty, I could just face roll through the whole game, and I never had to do anything different at all, or, like, use any consumables, upgrade any gear, enchant anything, use any, like, of those, like, plants. It was too easy, even on the hardest difficulty. Developers said they had no plans to add anything. Yeah, right, bro. Like, did y'all see this shit sold a bunch of money? They made like fucking $84 million on this? Yeah, they might not have had plans, but they do now. Okay, yeah, they will now. There it is. Dueling Club destroyed you? Yeah, because I didn't know, because it was like early on in the game. I didn't have any potions either. I made it harder on myself on purpose, is what I'm really trying to say. Yeah, I made it harder on myself. I'm going to link y'all the video. That's cool. I hope they add in more gun mods. That's going to be the good thing. They said no DLC instead of Hogwarts 2. I mean, if the game is good, I hope they just build on it. I think that the foundation that they have for this game is really good. It's like, you see this many people modding a game like this, it's because the game has a really, really great foundation for a game to have great mods. It's like Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3. Is that the game itself, like on a very fundamental nuts and bolts level, is so well put together that people want to find different ways to modify it so they can have that new player experience again. So yeah, I think 100% they're going to see a lot more mods like this. I don't really think we're going to see like super difficult bosses, like, oh, you can fight Voldemort like you have in like Dark Souls 3 Cinders. But I do hope whenever they make another one of these games, they do make a extremely challenging mode of the game to really kind of give people who actually want to play it like almost like a Dark Souls game, give them that ability to do that. Because I think that'd be really fun. Doing DLC, they know they can make money. They said this already. Well, I don't know. I just hope they add more content because I thought it was fun to play. And if they add more content, I'll play it again.